Kevin Fishbane and Eric at home are here with me, guys. We got a game time decision to make, but first, I need you to do me a little favor. I'm going to have you do a little role playing here, easy at home, and step into the shoes of an NFL quarterback. You get to decide what wide receiving core, and this includes tight ends, that you want to throw to. Kevin, who are you going to choose?
I'm picking the Patriots group. That's what I'm going to go with. Obviously they have a great quarterback and great system there in New England. But you look at Wes Welker, best slot receiver in the game. Rob Gronkowski, who I consider the best tight end in the game. Aaron Hernandez, probably top 10 tight ends. And look who they added this year, Brandon Lloyd, Jabbar Gaffney. You put all those guys together, those are 5 pretty good wide receiver tight end group, and you've seen how they've been so productive over the years. I mean, those guys could put up record numbers this year in terms of receiving yards.
No question they're good guys, but I really think the Packers group is exceptional 1 through 6, and I'm including the tight end Jermichael Finley on that list. Greg Jennings to me is the most underrated #1 wide receiver in the game. You have Jordy Nelson coming off 15 touchdown season. I happen to think Randall Cobb is actually going to be their #3 this year and have an explosive year. You saw bursts of it on kick returns this past season. And look, you still have Donald Driver contributing there. James Jones can have a big game here and there. I know the Patriots have great parts. I happen to think Tom Brady makes the most of them. Plus, I've got age questions with Welker. He's going to slow down. And Gronkowski, injuries. That could be something that slows him down as well. So I still like the Packers group better.
You touched on this a little bit at home, but when we talk about, you guys are stepping into the shoes of an NFL quarterback, I don't think you pictured yourself as Colt McCoy. You guys were Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Now, these are 2 of the best quarterbacks in the history of the game even. Would these wide receiver and tight end cores be nearly as good without a quarterback like that?
Well, I think it obviously depends on the receiver. We talked how Brandon Lloyd did pretty well with Kyle Orton. I don't think anybody could consider him a Hall of Famer. Look what Jabbar Gaffney had his best year last year in Washington. I mean, they had a huge quarterback problem. I think Wes Welker is an interesting one because I think a lot of people you talk to will say you stick him in another offense and he's not as good as he was, and Brady really does make him better. I think Gronkowski's good anywhere, but sure. The best receivers are good in any system, any quarterback. Just look at Larry Fitzgerald in Arizona, the way his numbers have changed after Kurt Warner and what's been going on there. So, I think it really depends on the receiver, but I'm still confident in the Patriots group.
I mean, you make a good point, Kevin. And when Welker was in Miami, he did very little. I mean, he had sort of was on the rise when he joined the Patriots. And there are other wide receivers who are definitely system guys that benefit from having a Hall of Fame quarterback. And we're probably talking about 2 here in Brady and Aaron Rodgers. So I think that argument does exist. However, there are certain quarterbacks who I think take those good talents at wide receiver and raise them to another level, and I think both those guys do it. That said, we're splitting hairs here because I think these are 2 exceptional groups.
It's definitely a chicken and the egg situation, but you think about other quarterbacks, Drew Brees, you would call the Saints one of the best wide receiving cores as well. But Kevin, you're going with the Patriots. Eric's going with the Packers as the 2 best wide receiver and tight end cores in the NFL. Be sure to sound off in the comments section of our YouTube channel. Let us know who you think is the best. Keep checking back to ProFootballWeekly.com for a new game time decision every week.